Hey everybody, it's Claire Pearson. I'm the Chief Wellness Officer here at the Metabolic Web Store, and I hope you had a fantastic holiday and you're looking forward to a wonderful 2022. I don't know about you, but 2021 was kind of rough. 2020 was kind of rough. I'm ready. We're due, right? 2022 is going to be it. So usually we start seeing an increase in questions and interest in our program this time of year. People are thinking about New Year's resolutions and getting off the year to a great start. And I thought it would just be helpful for me to record just some of my thoughts about how the program works, what you can do to get the best results, and what's available to you on our end that will help you get these results. So feel free to watch this video as many times as you need to. Feel free to share it with friends, especially if you have a friend or a family member, maybe a coworker who would like to lose weight or who needs to lose weight for their health. Then doing it with somebody just really increases your chances of success, because then you've got a partner in crime, you've got a buddy, you've got somebody that you can share your feelings with, encourage. Maybe you can even work on meals together, go on walks together, things like that. So if you know somebody that you think, man, if they would do it, I could really be successful, then please invite them to watch this as well. And of course, we're always available for you anytime. My email is Claire, C-L-A-I-R-E @emetabolic.com. And you can reach me anytime you need, or you can also contact web support @emetabolic.com, and they can direct you to whoever you need to go to. So without taking up any more of your precious time, because I know you're all very, very busy, I first want to just say congratulations on even being in a place where taking control of your health, taking control of your life, wanting to feel your best and your strongest is important to you. So congratulations. There's so many people out there that haven't made that connection yet, that how we feel and how we function is directly tied to what we're consuming and what we're putting into our body. And if you're on this path, you've already made that connection. So now the challenge is sticking with it, right? Being able to get new routines, get new habits, discover new things so that you can replace old habits with habits that are more constructive for you at this point. So a couple of things I just like everyone to think about. The first is, how long have you been overweight? How long have you been struggling with your weight? And if it's within the recent future, was there an event that happened? Was there something that triggered this change in your weight? And really reflect on that for a minute. I know a lot of people during the pandemic put on COVID pounds. And so it may be that this is the first time you've ever worried about it. On the other hand, you may have been struggling with your weight since you were in adolescence. And we're here to help everyone, and we can help everyone, but be really honest with yourself about how long you've been dealing with this and what triggered it. And then I want you to think about, well, how are you going to feel if 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're still struggling with this? Like, truthfully, what's that going to be like? And let's lay it out super honestly here. It's highly unlikely, if you don't take steps now to get this under control and to learn some new habits, that you're not going to be at this weight in 5 years. You will be heavier. So if you're already not feeling fabulous here, if you were just to gain 5 pounds, which is not a whole lot to weight to gain over the next 5 years, in 5 years, you could feasibly be 25 pounds heavier. Think about how that would feel. Think about what size clothing you would be in. Think about where your blood pressure would be. Where is your risk for diabetes? What would your joint pain feel like? Weight does affect us. And I don't think anybody in any way promotes diet culture or wants people to be skinny for the sake of being skinny. I don't think anyone at the web store believes that, attractiveness is based on a body size. We don't believe that. But we do think healthy and strong is optimal. And if you're taking steps to get healthy and to get strong and to reclaim your health, good for you. Good for you. So in addition to just really having that gut check with how long have I been dealing with this and how am I feeling and what would I, be feeling like in the future if I don't really get to this now, I want you to think about how much money you've spent over the years on clothes that you can't wear. How much money have you spent on medications? How much money have you spent on gym memberships or exercise equipment or fad diets? What does this really look like for you? I know for me, as someone that's constantly had weight issues, body image issues, I mean, going back to when I was little, I can remember feeling like I was fat and hating the way I looked. I have spent a lot of money on a lot of stuff that doesn't do anything for me. And yet, here you have this opportunity to learn some skills and to learn some tools. And yes, upfront, you are making an investment, but I'm going to tell you something. It's my goal, and it's everybody at the web store's goal, that we actually teach you something that then you have forever. And if we can really do it right and give you what you need, this investment that you're making now is an investment you'll never, ever have to make again. Because if we can work through this hurdle and we can get you to a healthy, strong place that you feel good about, and if we can teach you how to do it for the long term, you're not constantly spending money on this stuff. And think about the money you're saving medically by not having to have medications, which so many issues that we're struggling with, at least in America, are obesity related. High blood pressure, diabetes, sleep disturbances, joint pain. I mean, even if you look at the pandemic, the people that have really, really high risk for severe consequences with the pandemic are people who are obese. So being able to get your body in top-notch form is truly going to benefit you on so many levels. And what I know is that you can lose weight. I have no doubt in my mind that you can lose weight. You've probably lost weight a zillion times. What I don't know is if you can keep it off. And so when I think about the leadership and direction that I want our team to provide for you, it is two-pronged. Yes, we want you to lose weight, but also we really need you to keep it off. And we've been helping people lose weight for over 30 years. We have been slowly and steadily and quietly changing lives for a really long time. So our system is not bad. It's not trendy. We've been around, and we don't spend zillions of dollars on advertising campaigns because we don't need to. Our referral base, our word of mouth is so positive and so strong that people come to us, and that helps us keep our costs down. So I want you just to think about that for a minute. If my business model depends on word of mouth and referrals, how important are you and your success to me? It's everything. It's everything that not only do you get the results that you expect and quite frankly that you deserve, but we need to over deliver. We need to really give you such a positive experience and such a worthwhile product that you're out singing our praises to everyone in your community, because that is how my business will grow. So I encourage you, if you are happy with your results, if you are happy with what we're doing, please, the best compliment you could give us is to share with your friends. And if for any reason we're not living up to your expectations, by all means, reach out ASAP, because we need to fix that. That's really important to me. So, okay. So the science behind the program is we are using increased protein with lower levels of sugar and moderate amounts of fat to help you lose excess weight, to lose unwanted weight. So unlike the ketogenic diet, which is a low carb, high protein, high fat, we're moderate fat, okay? We are increased protein. I wouldn't say we're high protein, but your body stores sugar, and your body stores carbohydrates, and your body stores fat and alcohol that you consume into your fat cells. So if you've got more fat cells than what you want, you've got to get rid of that. And the only way to do that is to quit consuming so much of it, right? Now, one model is just to go exercise and burn it off. And that's a really great model if you can do it. It's actually a model that we like to use in a maintenance program because that does give you the biggest variety for the most, the widest variety of foods, and you're just kind of trying to keep it even. But what we know for a lot of people who are trying to lose weight is maybe you're at a point where that level of exercise isn't safe for you. Maybe your knees wouldn't be able to handle it. Your back wouldn't be able to handle it. Maybe it's just at a level right now where it's out of reach. And so to tell you that's the only way you can lose weight is not really responsible, I think. I think we need to really look at diet, right? And look at how can you be successful in getting this weight off so that you can put yourself into that position for lifetime maintenance, and really watching the diet, limiting the sugars, limiting the processed carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, making sure you get adequate fats and increased protein is the best way to do it. So we use protein drinks, and I'm going to show you. I'm in my home office. This is where I work with clients just like you. I'm here in North Atlanta. So this is one of our best sellers. It's the grape drink. I really, really love it. It comes in a little packet like this. It's a concentrate. You mix it with water or sparkling water or unsweetened tea, whatever you want. And you can drink 4, sometimes 5, depending on your circumstances a day. But this has 80 calories, you guys. And it has 15 grams of protein. But here's the exciting thing. It has 2 net carbs. Okay. And this is significantly different from the protein type supplements that are available in the big box chains, or even the GNCs and the, workout kind of places, because usually those proteins do have a lot of protein, but they also have a ton of carbs because they're designed for people working out who are going to be burning a lot of calories. So ours, I think, hands down, are the best tasting ones out there on the market. Of course, I'm biased, but that's also why I work here, because I wouldn't work here if I didn't love it. You get the protein, but you don't get all the carbs. So for somebody who's maybe not as able to be as physically active, you're not consuming extra sugar. So that's super, super, super important. Like, this is not comparable to something that you can buy on the market. Now, this happens to be my favorite flavor. It's the green tea cranberry. It's not as popular as the grape, but I think it's fabulous. This is what it looks like. I mix this with hot water and I have it in the morning, and it's fabulous. It tastes so good. I really, really like it. I have a friend who likes to mix it in black unsweetened tea, like a flavored tea, like you might get at Panera. So this is my personal favorite, but this is one of our best sellers. But I just wanted to show you what they look like, because they come in those really easy little pouches, and you can stick them in your purse, in your glove compartment, in your car. You can have them in your gym bag, wherever. And then you can mix. I mean, you can just tab this off and put it right into a water bottle if you wanted to. And that's really, really nice. But you'll do these drinks 4 to 5 a day, depending on your specific plan, with real food. And this is what I love about the program, because there's lots of programs out there that they'll send you all the food, they'll send you everything you need to eat, and you can follow it and lose weight, sure. But then you haven't learned how to grocery shop, you haven't learned how to cook anything, you haven't learned how to eat out in restaurants. And so the minute you get off all those pre-made foods, you're going to gain it right back, right? So we're really using the technology of the protein science to help support your blood sugar levels and your cravings, but combining that with the real food so that you get to experience new ways of grocery shopping, new ways of preparing food, new ways of eating out is going to set you up for so much long-term success. And remember, that's the deal, right? Like, I don't want to make my money because you like my products, and for the rest of your life, you keep losing, gaining, losing weight, gaining, losing, gaining, but you come back to me. That's not what I want to do. I want you to lose your weight. I want you to keep it off. And I want you to be an inspiration to your community, an inspiration to your family and people that you worship with and people that you work with. I want them to look at you like a role model and go, man, she's done phenomenal. He's done incredible. What did it? And then I want you to send them to me. That's the ultimate goal. Okay. So I think it's so important that we use this with the real food. We also have some snack options, and I just want to show you this because I know sometimes when you think about changing your menu plans and trying to get healthy, it's like, I don't want to have, grilled chicken and salad every single day. This is a bestseller. Oh my word, double chocolate pudding. You can mix it with water. It mixes up instantly. I mean, if you're having that craving and you've got this in your pantry, it is a quick fix. It is so chocolatey and so delicious. It just hits the spot. And so I do want you to know that there are delicious snacks and chocolate alternatives that you can have if you're a chocolate person, or maybe you're not a chocolate person. I'm 47. If you're around my age, you might remember those like Nutty Buddy snack cakes. I don't know if they still make them or not, but man, did I love those when I was a kid. And eating this vanilla wafer feels like that to me. It feels like I'm getting that, childhood junky food kind of treat. I really, really love it. So we've got beyond this all kinds of stuff, but I just wanted to point these two things out since they were really popular, just to put your mind at ease that, we've got lots of good options for you to help you as you're learning new ways to deal with cravings and, finding new snack alternatives. But we're going to couple the protein science with the real food. And then we have a whole line of phenomenal herb and vitamin supplement support. And, this is a situation where it's not one size fits all. Every person is different. Everyone has unique history. Everyone has different goals. So I'm not somebody that thinks everybody should take everything. I think you should take the things that work for you. And that's where having a virtual health coach would be really important, because that person has that dedicated one-on-one time to sit down with you, to talk with you over the phone, by Zoom, whatever's, comfortable for you. But they're able to really listen to what your needs are and then make the best recommendations for what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. And of course, somebody who's trying to lose weight might have very different needs and goals than someone who's trying to maintain, versus an athlete who's trying to really build muscle and endurance. So, we've got products across the board for all of those categories. So if you're able to do virtual coaching, that would certainly help you out. But again, we're always here for you. Send us a question, claire@emetabolic.com, or web support at emetabolic.com. So while you're losing weight, you will follow a menu plan. You will use the protein technology, and you will be seeing results that will blow your mind. I mean, you will not believe how full you are. You will not believe how satisfied you are. You will truly be thinking to yourself, it can't be this easy, right? Because this stuff tastes good. You're going to want to have it. And the thing is, once you get that first 5 pounds off, it's really, really motivating. And then you get 5 more pounds off and you're at the 10-pound mark, and suddenly your pants are feeling a little bit looser and you're starting to feel like you look a little bit better in pictures. Once you can get that success going, it's easy to kind of stay in that lane, right? And especially if you got a friend or a family member or a coworker that wants to do this with you, you guys can totally support each other, but also, use the private Facebook group for support as well, so that you can get all of the encouragement that you need. So you're going to lose weight. And then once you get to your goal weight, we will start transitioning into what's called a maintenance menu. And on that menu, what we're trying to do is open back up to you the big wide world of foods and lots of choices, and find that sweet spot for what is it that your body needs. What's your set level? So every week we're introducing back different food groups and just monitoring you and monitoring how you feel, monitoring what your weight is doing. I had, when I was doing maintenance 20 years ago, a really interesting experience where I started noticing that if I ate pork or pork loin, which is not something I ate a lot of at the time, my body loved it. I felt so good. My weight was great. It was really fascinating to me. And there was a huge difference for me in watching my body on pork and on fish than on red meat, or even honestly chicken. And that's a lifelong lesson that I have really been able to incorporate, that, lean pork is actually something that my body really, really enjoys. I also know that dairy is not something that my body enjoys. And I learned that in maintenance, because the week that we introduced more dairy, I think I gained like 4 pounds. And it was really weird because I hadn't really overeaten. And that was the first I had ever really understood that maybe I'm lactose intolerant, or maybe there's just something about my body that does not agree with this. And so therefore I do try to like watch my cheese. I love cheese, but I need to eat it early in the day. And, you know, if I have cheese in the morning, then I don't need to keep having cheese throughout the day. So I kind of have to really manage my dairy. That's unique to me, but that's an example of lessons, you know, that I've learned. And I'll be curious in seeing what lessons that you learn while you're sort of reintroducing foods. And that's going to be such an important part of your long-term journey, right? Because you need to know, what does my body like? What does my body not like? And then you can start building your weekly menu plans and your grocery shopping around that. So I hope that that gives you a little bit of information on what our philosophy is, how we're sort of set up, how we work, you know, what our goals are for you. I would love for you to comment, ask me any questions below. We'll get back to you. If there's anything we can do, just let us know. But we're so glad you're here. We cannot wait to support you. And congratulations again. This is going to be a really fun journey for you. You're going to do great. I know that you're going to do great. And you really are going to change a lot of lives, because when people see your success, you're going to inspire them to take back their health as well. And that's really so important right now. You know, being healthy and being strong is really the best thing that you can do for yourself and for all of your loved ones. So congratulations. Can't wait to work with you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.